I just wanted to share something pretty interesting. Did you guys know about Beethoven? This guy was deaf and he got deaf in his late 20s. That's around in 1798. In his late 20s, he was a deaf guy, and yet he created one of the finest compositions ever. Seems like a good guy. Now they say that the medicines during speech, medical historians and scientists have studied his remains, personal letters, and even strands of his hair. Yet a single definitive answer has never emerged. Why was it so difficult to know why a person had a disease or why did Beethoven had a hearing loss? Why is it so difficult? Some are saying that it could be a lead poisoning, since analysis of his preserved hair revealed a high level of lead. Wine during Beethoven's lifetime was often contaminated with lead. So, either through the passages for the story or the speaking narratives, and this could have contributed to the progressive hearing damage. So, he could be a drunk. Rosie. Rosie, now a 20-year-old. I mean, who knows? Like, it's people do try wines or early ages. That's people do. And some are saying it could be genetic condition. That's which causes abnormal bone growth and thickening. Autopsy reports noted unusual dense bone in Beethoven's skull and atrophy of his auditory nerves, both of which may support this explanation. Now, it could be a possibility that genetically he could have got this disease. Autoimmune disorder. What is that? Do you guys know what is autoimmune disorder? Conditions that cause inflammation in blood vessels to damage the inner ear over time, resulting in progressive hearing loss. In addition, scholars have debated whether hearing trauma from falls or other illnesses could have played a role. And of course, noise exposure. Noise exposure is something that I truly believe would be the reason for his deafness, to be Thomas' deafness. That's quite a possibility because when you do a composition, you hear from a lot of speakers, you try different sort of speakers, and they have these frequencies that kind of penetrate your eardrums. Now, during those times, obviously, speakers were not there. I think 1970, 98. I don't think speakers were invented at that point. But yeah, still, I mean, if you are surrounded with all of that sound that is always on the higher note, on a bigger scale, definitely you can develop some hearing losses. Mhm. Yeah, that could be any reason. Could be I mean, could be anything. What do you think? Why did Beethoven lost his hearing power? What do you think, guys? Can you hear me, guys? Am I audible? Just say yes if I'm audible. I hope I'm audible because I really want to know why Beethoven lost his hearing power. That is something worth to learn, something that can actually change your future and my future. Because a 20-year-old who got deaf, if that guy can make beautiful compositions, that simply means it's there's a whole lot more to this world than meets the eye. So in this article that I'm reading right now, it says in 1824, Beethoven conducted the performance but could not hear the orchestra or the audience. When symphony ended, the audience erupted into thunderous applause. Beethoven remained unaware until a friend gently turned him to face the crowd so he could see their admiration. The image of Beethoven standing before an audience he could not hear remains one of the most powerful moments in music history. Now, this is what I'm talking about. If you can't hear, how can you make, how can you perform music? How can you compose music? That's a different thing. What do you guys think? Just type it in the chat. I want to know what you guys think. Why Beethoven lost his hearing power and how he was able to perform. I mean, of course, there's one another thing related to music that is vibrations. So whatever we say or we sing, or if there's any beats that are played, they generate some sort of vibration that actually can sort of you can figure out what exactly is going on. You can just get some what do you say a hint of what exactly is going on. So that is one thing. And earlier in those days, I think the stages were made of wood, and all the instruments were, of course, acoustic, made of wood. Uh, the vibrations could easily travel through all these materials, which, because of which, he could have been able to make this beautiful music that he has done all his life. Because when you look at the equalizers in your phone, you sometimes in your apps you do have these equalizers, or in your music system you have equalizers. There are different bars that you set to adjust the bass or the treble of the song that you are hearing to, so listening to. So what it does is some vibrations have the lower end, some vibrations have higher end, some work in between. So the intensity of these vibrations could help in the construction of a beautiful piece. That is worth knowing. He was pretty, in that part, he was pretty creative. It's not easy to create something that you can't hear. You can only feel it. That's why music is something that connects us, everyone in the universe. That's how great it is. Let me know what you guys think. Just write down, type down whatever you think in the chat. Just let me know what you guys think. This is very interesting. In his late 20s, he lost his hearing power. Why? 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 If he was alive today, would the modern medical science would have been able to help him with his hearing power? Can the modern medical treatment help people who can't hear? Not just with the machines. I know people can hear with the machines, but I'm talking about the complete recovery of the ear, the eardrums. That's hair strands that basically lets you understand what kind of sound that you're hearing to. What do you guys think? That's also interesting. I mean, I'm sure you must, guys must, you should know about, should know about it. Uh, Let me know, let you, let me know, let me know, let me know. Symphony number 9, including Ode to Joy. That is a masterpiece. Symphony number 9. He's done some, he has given some really interesting music pieces, very interesting pieces. Symphony number 9 is really good. You should, you know, listen to that as well. He made after he lost his hearing power. So here's an interesting fact that you guys might be interested in. So at the age of 8, he started performing publicly. Of course, his family supported him. And by 13 years of age, he started making money out of music. How good is that? And in 20s, he got deaf. So obviously, he had a pretty good experience, pretty good understanding of sound, how it works, uh, how the vibration works, how the frequency works. He understands that pretty good. That's what experience gives you. And no matter where you are or in which condition you are, your experience will always help you. That's truth. Nothing but truth. So much less. You like coffee, okay? Favorite dish was macaroni heavily coated in Parmesan cheese. I never had macaroni with Parmesan cheese. What does it taste like? Macaroni with Parmesan cheese. What does it taste like? What is no? What do you guys think? Just tell me what you guys think. Why Beethoven lost his hearing power? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys even hear me when I'm talking to no one, basically? I think you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. Oh, let me know if you can hear me. I want to know what do you think? Why Beethoven lost his hearing power. Still, he was able to make one of the legendary songs. A legend that told us it for give the woman new hope, new direction. Not let me know if you guys agree. His grandfather was brought in splendors. Dude clearly knew what he was doing. It won't support him, but he knew my own force like this stomach still. I'm a guy with a huge talent, not sure why he lost his hearing power. Hearing power. Why he lost his hearing power. That is interesting. That's amazing. So here's another fact that I found. Beethoven revolutionized music by shifting its focus from elegant aristocratic entertainment to intense personal human expression. So it means not just the music, he turned it into human expression, which basically means he played what he felt. That simply means that music is somewhere in the space. It's out there and it just flows through you, either through the instrument or whatever you are playing. It just flows through you. It's that good. Can we connect that to Big Bang? The Big Bang theory. Let me know. Can we connect music to the Big Bang theory? The sound that created the Big Bang that created everything. Can we connect music with that? I think so. I think so. Because what is music? It's combination of sounds, different sounds at different frequencies. You have the bass effect, you have the treble, you have the mid-range, you have everything that you can work around. Especially with instrumental music that I make. I especially learn instrumental music because you can do a lot in the instrumental music space. You can do a lot. You can do a lot. Another interesting point I just found, just listen to this. Instead of working as a servant for the royal court like Mozart or Haydn, he became one of the first freelance composers. This granted him the creative freedom to write for humanity at large rather than catering to the specific whims of an individual patron. Yeah, why go for royalty when you can conquer the entire world in that right? I think so. He did the right thing. He did pretty right. Instead of working for the king, he decided to go public. That's interesting. That's interesting. One of the first. He stretched the standard 20-minute symphony into epic dramatic journey. For instance, his third symphony, Eroica, and ninth symphony, Ode to Joy, completely broke expectations by incorporating personal storytelling and a vocal choir into an instrumental symphony. 20 minutes. Oh, that's a lot of time. Minutes is a big time. It's a big time. It's a huge time for music composition, the performance. Bit difficult for the dancers only if they have the stamina to do so. So that requires something. But for the musicians as well, playing instrument and being in that zone is big thing. 20 minutes is a huge time. But wonderful big tune, secret with melodies and moments from all four movements within us. Five symphony. See, this is what I'm talking about. When exploring the connection between music abilities and genius, there are some obvious examples that spring to mind. Mozart, for example, was estimated to have an IQ of 150 to 155, with Beethoven's not far behind at 135 to 140. What is the ideal IQ of an average man these days? You guys know what is the ideal IQ of a person in current era? Can you guys hear me? Does IQ even matter? Does IQ even matter? Or is just a parameter to judge someone's intellect? Does it even make any sense to know about the IQ? I mean, all these big guys had a higher IQ, of course, but not necessarily. I don't think so. All of them had huge IQ. I don't think so. Because sometimes things start to work for you. One day or the other, the thing will start to work for you. Because the kind of effort that you have put in. Yes, efforts, I always believe that the efforts don't matter, always results matter. Result always matter, not the effort. I believe in that. I truly, truly believe in that. Results matter, not the effort. But that doesn't mean that IQ will help you to get that far. I don't think so. What you're doing to get the result, and once you have the result will say how good or bad you are. result will say. Graham Bell failed about like 9,000 times before. Oh, not Graham Bell. Who was that guy? James Watt, yes. James Watt, Scottish engineer and inventor who failed 9,000. Okay, just one second. Thomas Edison, yes. Thomas Alva Edison failed 9,000 times. And after that, the 9,001, maybe 9,000 second time, he was able to successfully create that light bulb. Nobody knew, nobody knows, nobody's even interested in what he did in those 9,000 times. Everyone is interested in what he did in in that one time where he was successful. So efforts doesn't matter at all. What matters is the result. If you can get the result, you make it. So that's exactly what Beethoven did. He understood how vibration and frequencies work. So even in the condition where he couldn't hear whatever he was composing, he was still able to make some one of the greatest composition in the entire world. Thanks, Vince. सक्सेस फेलियर होता रहता है. It's part of life. Always. Result matters. Result always matter, no matter what. Like think of it this one: if you are running a marathon or you're running a race, anything, any race, doesn't matter how many times you have, or even the Olympics. Yeah, that's an example. Olympic wrestling. Wrestlers try to train themselves to fight the best in the world for about like 4 5 years to whatever the time period is the Olympics. And in few seconds, their fate is decided if they will win or not. That one move will decide if they win or not. And they will get the medal. Simple. One move, one good move, they win the medal. No matter how many times they practice, how many times they fail to do that move exactly, doesn't matter. What matters is what they do in that ring. That's what matters. And still, I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that when you get deaf in your early 20s and you're still able to create these good compositions. That's nice. That's something to learn. Do not be sad, be happy like you never were. Success cannot be obtained from thin air. Of course, success cannot be obtained from thin air. You have to work for it. 100% you have to work for it. There's no other alternate. You day, night, doesn't matter. You have to give everything that you have, maybe more. You have to give. But then again, if you don't have the result, well, you know how to fail, but success is something that, yeah, so you get my point. Yeah, I know, that's not my point. Welcome back, Goku. Beethoven's exact birth date remains a mystery. While we know Beethoven was baptized on December 17, 1770, his exact birth date is unknown. That's a common thing for everyone in that era. There were no calendars at that point, even if they were not that publicly available. It was common practice in 18th century Germany to baptize infants the day after their birth. So historians speculate he was born on December 16. Beethoven himself believed this to be true and celebrated his birthday on that day, December 16th. This small mystery adds an intriguing layer to the life of a man whose music feels so timeless and universal. That's the thing, brother. That's the thing. Ain't that interesting? So here's an interesting thing. See, listen to this. Beethoven's father, Johann van Beethoven, was determined to turn his son into a child prodigy like Mozart. To achieve this, he subjected young Ludwig to grueling practice sessions, often dragging him out of bed in the middle of the night to play for his friends. In the middle of the night to play for his friends, the harsh upbringing instilled in Beethoven's a relentless work ethic, but also left him with a deep sense of resentment towards his father. Man, I mean, that's why resentment? There's no need for resentment. You always have to do hard work to get what you want. That's how you get success. I mean, I would still say success matters. Result matters. I would still say that. Why not you earn by singing for others? It might be success because you're a good song maker. Why not make your talent into earning method? Well, Gopu, I'm not a good singer. I'm not a trained singer. I have heard many good people who have been training themselves for years and years. And just like this guy, Beethoven, he from early age, like 8 years old, there are many people who have been training themselves since that young. I'm not a singer. I can make good music. I have made some good music and I'm really proud of it. Especially the image that you see right now on the screen. Yeah, this is one of the best compositions that I have ever made. And this is really special to me. Singing, yes, of course I can learn, but the results, well, right now, the results that I have, they are not good. So I have to train myself even better if I want to be a singer. I think having lyrics in music, it kind of restricts you to a certain environment, certain boundaries. And having instrumental music, it's just a vast plane, it's a vast field that you can work. You can literally do anything with instrumental music. Literally anything. It's that vast. But yes, I mean, if you You're saying that maybe I'll try to consider singing. I don't know if I'm good or bad. Let the results decide. And the option, then the one of the option is apps because there are a lot of apps that give you money for watching, playing games. Well, there might be, I don't know how good those apps are or how genuine those apps are, but I don't know. There's no hard work in that. There's no effort in that. You're just watching to someone, you're watching someone playing games. Where's the effort? Why would I watch myself watching someone playing? I would rather play the game. I would rather be out in the field and play the game. Just like this one, I'm out there, I'm composing music, I'm doing my thing. I think so. I'm small, it's still, but I know method I learned from YouTube. Well, if you can make money out of that, watching, playing games, then well and good. Continue doing that. If it's working for you, fine. If you think that's a success for you, fine. Because one thing is that success definition changes with every person. No, 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 no. You don't have to be sorry. You do not have to be sorry, buddy. You don't have to be sorry. No, it's okay. I mean, maybe it's there's nothing to worry about, buddy. It's okay. Nothing can hurt me, that is for sure. Nobody in the world can hurt me. Nobody. There's no one in the world made, constructed, or have taken birth who can ever hurt me. And I don't think you have said anything that would ever hurt me. And it's just it's okay. Don't worry. You're my buddy. You're my friend. Ninth Symphony. That is something worth listening. Yeah. Now here's an interesting thing about Beethoven. He never married. Despite never marrying, Beethoven was deeply romantic and fell in love several times throughout his life. His most famous love letter, addressed to his immortal beloved, remains one of the great in his life. Interesting. The identity of the recipient has been debated for centuries with candidates including Anthony Brentano, Josephine Brodsky, and others. These unrequited love often found their ways into music, imbuing it with intense emotion and passion. Then why not make a gaming channel of gaming that are popular? Well, I don't like to play games, especially video games. I don't like them. And of course, I mean, if even if I try to, all of these games are very expensive these days, very expensive. And once you have played it, after that, there's no point in keeping those games. Because I have played like uh, Vice City. I have played Legends of Doom, something like that. No money game. Well, there's a high chance that your system will get hacked in no money games, and you're not paying for that. There's no one is taking responsibility for those games. That's what I think. So it's I don't know if I can trust these games. I don't know because I want to keep my system safe and secure. And gaming is something that attracts a lot of virus, and there's a chance. Play Roblox. I have heard about that game. Uh, I have never played it. I have heard about it. It's a good game. Uh, but I don't know how if I'll be able to. No, I don't know. I'm not a gamer. I'm not a gamer. Music, yes, I can make music as much as I want, as much as I can. I can do that. Day and night doesn't matter. It keeps me calm. It keeps me focused. Uh, Gaming never attracted me. As a kid, yes, I have played video games. I have played outside. I have played cricket. I have played football. I have played hockey. I have uh, shot put. Yes, shot put, long jump, karate. Zatka. Yeah, I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of things. No money, no virus, nothing. It's most viral platform. I'm good, buddy. Yeah, that is just I just don't want to get into that field anymore. I'm not into video games. Even in my phone, I don't have any game installed. I don't have any game installed. Not none whatsoever. None. Yes. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, Goku. If you already shown that you're the system. I wish I could play Ninth Symphony, but the copyright thing, I don't think it's a good idea. You guys can check that out, Ninth Symphony. After you listen to my music, okay? Go to my channel, just pick whatever you like the most, and then listen to Ninth Symphony. Of course, I'll be doing my promotion. Yeah, of course, why not? Thanks, Goku. That's those are beautiful words, Goku. Very beautiful words. Thank you so much. Believing or not believing, that's your personal choice. Nothing wrong in that. Seriously, nothing wrong in that. Believing or not believing is your choice. And other words that you wrote, beautiful. Thank you. How many of you knew that Dua Lipa was a waitress? Why not sleeping? Well, I am putting some effort to get good results. Until unless I get good results, yep, it's 2:13 here. Until unless I get good results, I will keep working. I want results, good results. I want to improve. I want to improve myself every single day, every single second. I want to improve myself. The inventor of metronome. That's very important thing. If you're a musician, metronome is something that you really. Yes, nice, it's nice. Metronome is something that you really need when you're making music. It helps. It helps. But if you have good ears, you know, understand the song, you can work out without metronome. Interesting. You saw my videos, Goku. Did you like them? Be honest, okay? If you didn't like them, just say you didn't like it. Because I know I have what I have done. I know some are really good, some are really, really good. You can write them if you didn't like that. Yeah, it's okay. Funny or heartbreaking videos. Yeah, the AI ones that you saw, I tried the AI. It was interesting for me how the AI is getting into the lives of all of us. It's interesting to see. So I tried some of them, uh, how it worked. Does it have a future or does it have any creativity? Uh, it has some limitations, and of course, my some of my videos are not that good. Some of them are really good compared to AI ones. You need to make funny or heartbreaking videos. Heartbreaking videos. You mean the yeah romantic kind? Yeah. Funny. I'm not a funny guy. Funny. I don't know. I can try to crack some jokes, but you know what happens to funny people. You know. You know, all of us know what happens to funny guys. We are roasted then. Yeah, I'll get my grill. I'll get someone to roast. I have a grill. It's pretty hard. Yeah, I'll get my grill. That's a nice idea. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I've never said no to anything. Apart from gaming, yes, I am not into games, yes, but apart from that, I have not said no to anything. Because I'm not a gamer. Yeah. Be a host. Medium rare? What kind of roaster? I'm Indian, yes, buddy, I'm Indian. I'm from India. The best country in the world. Where are you from, Goku? Nepal. I think you mentioned Nepal last time. You're my neighbor. Aren't you feeling sleepy, Goku? It's 2:30. Show the power of Indian drinkers. One versus three in short. Uh, I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. Well, this is the second time I'm saying no. I'm not a drinker. Other drinks, yes. We can try other drinks like cold drinks, Jaljeera, mint. Yeah, something like that. We can try that. If I get time, I'll definitely think about it. What happens is I'm mostly inclined towards composition and being creative, being in this field, just trying to get big. I will get big. I know I will get big in this industry. I know this. Never give up until you obtain success. Yes, yes, that's true. Never give up until successful. That's 100% true. Otherwise, what's the point? You're just living, you're just breathing. Well, that is absolutely true. If I 40 plus subscribers loves you, they subscribe because they love your videos. I'm always grateful to my 540 plus subscribers. I'm always grateful to them. Really, they've been very supportive. Always grateful. Every subscriber count, it just helps me to focus more and more. Every view count helps me focus more and more. Like, dislike, that's a personal choice. I completely agree with that. But when people are watching me, that view, not just on the YouTube thing or everything and anything as such that, but that view really says a lot that yes, I have done something worth watching, be it good or bad, personal choice. Why that not slash is go now, yes, go now, right now, just go to bed. Good night. Sleep tight. Hello, gamer. How are you? I'm all good. I'm all good. Which country are you from, gamer? Which country? Nepal. Okay. Do you know Goku? Do you play with him? T underscore Goku. It's my friend. Ah, so you guys are playing together and watching me. Uh-huh. That's nice. Thank you so much. Huh? I appreciate that. Mm, so, all this how do you know? Are you in his house or is his webcam on? How do you even know? How, how do you know? Is he getting beat up by a sleeper or chappal or some sneakers? What kind? Or a stick? Sorry. saying you to sleep and he's getting beat up by sleep. That, that is interesting. What number? What is the size of the sleeper? 53. That's a big one. 53. How much is your shoe size, gamer? What is your shoe size? What 45. Oh, you're a big guy. Amazing, amazing. So you guys always play or you guys listen to music as well? One day bigger than him. Wow, that's 24 hours. You're 24 hours bigger than him. That's awesome. We do listen to songs together and play games. Awesome, awesome, awesome. See, that's what music does. It increases the impact of anything that you see, anything. It just increases it by 100 times. That's the power of music. That's the power of sound. It amplifies everything, every emotion. Well, you must sleep then. You must. Awesome, awesome. Mastering the conservatory becomes essential to my expression. But if I left you alone, my friend will be mad later. That's okay, buddy. No problem. That's okay. That's okay. That's not it. You're my friend. He's my friend. We both are my friend. It's okay. Go sleep. Complete your sleep. 9 hours of sleep is really important for the health. Continuous 9 hours of sleep, not in pockets. Continuous. 9 hours is basically actually too much. I think it's 7 to 8 hours is enough. It's 7 to 8 hours. Good night, buddy. Good night. Sleep tight. Only 5 hours, but well, buddy, I think. Bye. Good night. Good night. Beethoven. Now, here's an interesting thing that I just found. Silence in Western classical music is not absence but design. From Bach to Cage, pauses, shape structure, heighten drama, and sharpen listening, revealing how meaning often emerges as much from what is withheld as from what is heard. Silence is design. That's an interesting thing. The absence of sound becomes an active component of rhythmic design. I never had any silence in my songs. Never, never had one. I might try this one. In the symphony, I might try to try it. Oh, Johannes Brand uses silence to convey weight and restraint. His possessive charge as though carrying emotional residue. The absence of sound becomes a sign of reflection rather than mere interpretation or interruption. Interesting. Interesting.